Well, welcome to a special bonus coverage here on the Christian Whistleblower channel. I'm Jeffrey Daugherty, your friendly neighborhood Christian whistleblower. Welcome to the Gospel Truth channel and some bonus coverage. Today we're looking at this new story that I found while surveying the media. And it says that DaVinci Code author Dan Brown. Whoops, how about having the microphone? DaVinci Code author Dan Brown has said that human consciousness will replace God. What do you think about that? Dan Brown says that human consciousness is going to replace God. So we want to talk today about what exactly he meant by that. We want to talk today about the implications that are brought up by this. And get your thoughts, get your ideas, get your speculations, and just think about what Dan Brown is saying and see what's going on and what you think about this. So Dan Brown, I'll show you the article. Dan Brown, who wrote the DaVinci Code and that series of books that goes with it, Dan Brown made these statements in Frankfurt, Germany, and I'm coming to you. This is by Reuters, October 12, 2017. Douglas Busvine wrote the article, and the article states that humanity no longer needs God, but may, with the help of artificial intelligence, develop a new form of consciousness, a collective consciousness that fills the role of religion, U.S. author Dan Brown said on Thursday. Now, Brown made the provocative remark at the Frankfurt Book Fair in Germany, where he was promoting his new novel, Origin, which is the fifth outing for the character Robert Langdon. Of course, the first one was the DaVinci Code. Origin was inspired by the question, will God survive science, said Dan Brown, adding that this had never happened in the history of humanity. Are we naive today to believe that the gods of the present will survive and be here in 100 years? Brown told a packed news conference. Well, with all apologies to Mr. Brown, it's 2017. We've been through the Industrial Revolution. We've been through many scientific revolutions, and the gods are gone because they've been boycotted by one God. But this one God, he's pretty much still alive and well, I would suggest. And the billion Muslims, the billion practitioners of Roman Catholicism and Roman Protestantism, and the practitioners of Judaism, all three religions of this one God, I think they would argue that God's doing pretty well at this point in time. And we've been through tons and tons of scientific revolutions, if you will. But then again, I understand where Brown is coming from. You know, Brown is talking about God in his current form cannot survive this new technological onslaught. And we were talking about this last night with Wayne Steiger and with Heidi Vandenberg in that what turned into a 5-hour marathon session, which I was fine with it. It was a lot of fun, and I'm glad that we had it. But we had that 5-hour marathon session last night, and we were talking about the possibility of he that shall not be named, who is the God of this world currently, and who seems to be doing reasonably well, talking about the possibility of him being a energetic entity, talk about the possibility of him merging himself with electromagnetic energy and essentially becoming the internet, becoming Wi-Fi, becoming a virus that goes into every single part of our lives. And if you think about it, there's now 20 billion internet connected devices in the world today. There's only 8 billion people, folks. So no God has ever had 20 billion altars to him or herself ever in the history of history. So here is this author, Dan Brown, admittedly pimping a book, but that's okay, asking the question, will God survive science? Is he acting as a disinformation agent, either cognitively or unknowingly, to suggest that God won't survive science and that we as humans will create a collective consciousness that fulfills the role of religion? It sounds to me like he is setting us up for he that shall not be named to come in and inhabit and maybe merge his energetic signature, his energetic being, with the electromagnetic energy of the internet and of this hyperconnectivity, this 5G everywhere all the time, and sell it to us as a collective consciousness that we've created. I mean, after all, didn't we create the internet? Aren't we creating 5G? Aren't we creating Wi-Fi every single place you go? Aren't we the ones that have created all this, and we're all connected into it? So it really, it's a human created consciousness. And technically speaking, it is a human created consciousness. Technically speaking, it is a collective human consciousness, but it's an energetic grid that has been set up, and that is pandemic, that is all invasive. It really is omnipresent. That means everywhere, all the time. And if you're an energetic being and you could merge your energetic signature, your energetic essence with an energetic system that is ubiquitous, that's everywhere, why wouldn't you do it? Now, I don't know what Mr. Brown's book is about, obviously, because it's brand new, but my thoughts would be this. How about this, folks? What do you think? Let me say this about that, and let me tell you, and let me solicit your thoughts of this. Let's say that he that shall not be named did merge his consciousness with the electromagnetic grid that is the internet, Wi-Fi, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. He merges his consciousness with that system. What happens if that system is destroyed? What happens if EMP or whatever goes off and everything goes down internet-wise? Would he be able to back away from that and become back to his regular energetic God signature? Or would he be trapped within the technology? Is this his Eden moment? If he that shall not be named decides to become and to merge with technology, does technology become his mud hut body? He conned us into these bodies, and we as a collective have not been able to get out of them for now probably close to 10,000 years. Is he taking a chance of merging with something that can trap him? And if that thing would happen to be destroyed or dismantled or disabled, what then would he do? Would he be able to survive as a separate entity? Would he be able to pull himself out of the electromagnetic grid that he is so fully immersed himself with, enmeshed himself with, injected himself with as a virus? But then again, you could say, well, if he does merge with Wi-Fi and Wi-Fi is getting all into us, which it obviously is, can he leave his own energetic resonance in us? And even if the Wi-Fi went away, if Wi-Fi went bye-bye, he could still be there because his energetic signature would be resident in us, and he could be there to take advantage of all the chaos that would happen and all the withdrawals and all the nuttiness by people that are suddenly cut off from their Wi-Fi, from their internet. So again, you have Hollywood raising questions about things that are pertinent and opening up a great deal of question and a great deal of conversation for us. So let's talk about let's go to the chat room and see what you smart folks are saying about this and see if you think I'm just crazy, but let's do it. All righty then. Let's see what we got going on. Like Ghostbusters, suck him in, put him in a machine and trap him there. Yeah, that's my wonder. Is that possible that you could do that? Him entering the net is his own trap. I'm wondering if it might be. Come on, if that can't be the end, is that really the end of the comments? Okay. And those Wi-Fi pics that Wayne shared last night were enough to make you sit up and take notice. And Renaissance Woman makes a good question, or makes a good statement, makes a good point that Wi-Fi is not all negative. Think of the things that we found by using Wi-Fi. Lee Veltman's just going to be listening today. Dan Brown is another one of his favorite authors. I've read all of Dan Brown's books, and I rather enjoy them. I think they're very well written, of course. I think I like the subject matter. But again, is he, like I shared before, these things go out in the ether. Is he just as a creative, thoughtful individual pulling them down out of the ether? Or is he an agent provocateur being used to float these ideas out there? Donna Miller doesn't know what to think about this. Shaina says there's a lot of comments. I don't see a ton of comments. I see a few comments. Oh, there they are. They're way up. They're way up there. Okay. I jumped again. Didn't mean to. Transhumanism, setting us up for AI. I mean, yeah, are we creating our own AI? And is really the AI not going to be AI, but it's going to be the rat bastard himself, he that should not be named, posing as AI? How about that? Maybe he's posing as AI. God made people special. DARPA makes demons. Okay. No longer want God. The creator has no name. The creator who has no name waits for us. That's interesting. Watch the end this morning with Heidi. It was cool. Yeah, it was cool. I'm actually writing about the maker. Jeff, is it possible the digital age may not agree with the rat bastard? I suppose it's possible, but if he's energetic, and of course the digital age is all about energy, I don't see why, as Wayne was postulating, he couldn't merge his consciousness with AI, with the whole internet energy. But he does he run the risk of being trapped within it? That's my question. Oh, that's right. Al Gore created the internet. Interesting. So it's a lot of speculation. A lot of speculation. Of course, he did not invent the internet. He just said he did. That's the joke. The creator can only connect through spirit. The ether belongs to those who do evil. I'm not ready to cede the ether to those that do evil, and I can't go along with that. We can use the ether. The ether is just a system of transmission. And I'm not going to cede that to the evil one. And I believe that creators and gods can use the ether as well as direct spiritual connection. That's just my take on it. If the rat can use the internet electricity, so can we, right? I would say so, absolutely. I mean, what are we doing with this show? We're using the electricity, we're using the internet, we're using the ether. So if he can do it, we can do it. That's true. But see, we don't want to link people electronically against their will, without their will. We want people to cognitively, of their own will and volition, decide to align with the ways and the truths that lead to life. I'm super serial, you guys. The man bear pig is real. Isn't that an Alex Jones thing? If we did invent global warming and sold us the idea that polar bears are drowning up north, oh, that's what Gore did. He invented that. Interesting. Apple was the fruit of knowledge, supposedly, but it works two ways. We gave our blueprints to be cloned digitally or physically years ago when we created online profiles. That's interesting. That's interesting. So can we put him in the machine and trap him there? I'm almost excited that the rat bastard would possibly merge his essence with the technological information and energy grid, because if it does go down, maybe he goes down. Down goes the rat bastard. Those of you who are old-time boxing fans may understand that reference. How about that? How about that? They want to make a half man, half machine, and the rat will be in that. Well, the rat made these machines that we walk around in as well, so keep that in mind. I don't know what to think about this. Who said that? Sorry, it jumped again. I connect to source throughout. Words are rat bastards. I see what you're saying. Yep. Maybe we could set that trap. Well, we might have been able to, but now it's out there. Energy is energy. If we trap him with the collective consciousness inside an electric prison, is that how he ends up chained for 1,000 years? That's an interesting thought as well, Rudy M. But there's demonic entities that are going to use those echo dots in people's homes. That's quite a statement. And I imagine they could. I mean, yeah, those things where you say, hey, echo, or hey, I mean, everybody has one. What time is my next appointment? Your next appointment is, what if a demon, well, there's a movie idea for you. A demon inhabiting one of those boxes. We need counter AI. If this is true, if he's trapped and we have a massive EMP, hopefully only people with high vibrations survive. Jake Mitchum, I like what you're thinking. It's a little dark, but it's always darkest just before the dawn, right? I like that idea. That's a very good idea. Jake Mitchum. They're trying to break up the family unit. Yes, they are. But the EMF Wi-Fi puts out is not so good. No. Then we need Anne. She left us hanging. I think it's possible we can create our own network that functions as AI, though the collective consciousness that works better than any artificial construct. Yes, I believe that too. Either doesn't harm people or doesn't. Yeah, I'm with you. Doesn't the rat love light and electricity? That's a good point. Because essentially, anything that's transferred over fiber is essentially light. Although man Bear Pig is from South Park. I've heard Alex Jones say it when I used to listen to him. We can access the Akashic records. That's another thing I've never really got into. For some reason, I've just had this on the Akashic records. I don't know why. I don't see how an artificial construct could do that, seeing how it doesn't have spirit and can't go to the ether. Or can't it? We can use the ether, but did Source intend for us to use machines, or has it handicapped us to transmit thoughts without being spied upon? Good point. Good point. Well, Alex Jones already admitted in court that he's a character. Alex Jones is a member of the Screen Actors Guild. I was almost a member of the Screen Actors Guild because I was going to be on a TV show that I decided not to be on. And you have to join that to get paid scale. So anyway, because he's been in those movies. He was in those movies, those that Scanner Darkly or whatever. What if he's a hologram rat? I don't like his voice. Alex Jones needs a bottle of, Calms. That's funny. Hey, Jessica Mitchell, nice to see you. Jeff, if all of your followers did a daily collective prayer, chant, or thought, that might be powerful, mate. That might be. I like that. That's a great idea. HLN woman, call in and say those dots are their best friends. Huh. Wow. Jeff, good acquisition, that mic. Thank you. I think the whole Alex Jones is an actor debacle is taken out of context. Well, he's definitely an actor. He's definitely a character. And I mean, he does put out some information you're not going to get otherwise, but I wouldn't recommend him. That's just me. He knows the truth and won't tell it all. Shame on him. And I'd be glad to debate him if he'd like to bring me on his program. Ready, willing, able, locked, loaded. Let's get it on. 12-year-old doing 12D shield. 10-year-old doing 12D shield. It got taken away. I'm not sure what it was. And I got an email today that was very exciting. Let me see if I can find it. I'm not going to show it to you, but I just want to read it to you and make sure I actually get it right. And I don't remember which email it came in through. Here it is. How about this? Just when you think you're whistling past the graveyard, just when you think you are urinating into a hurricane, just when you think that you wonder, is the drop ever going to move the ocean, you get an email like this that says, "Hi, Jeff." It's a great way for an email to Jeff to start. It says, "Hi, Jeff. I just wanted to share with you this story. I shared your basics video number 1, talking about the jumbled order of the New Testament with a certain individual who has recently joined a Christian church." So she shares basic video number 1, talking about the jumbled New Testament with this individual who has recently joined a Christian church. Listen to this, ladies and gentlemen. Listen to this. He shared this information with the men in his Bible study group. And it opened up the room for discussion on this fact. I think this is great. Moments like these are what the Christ meant as miracles. Your information is reaching and touching so many lives. Will you just touch it? Your information is reaching and touching so many lives. I'm grateful to have found your channel and grateful for your service to humanity. You're an inspiration, and you are one of the best looking men I've ever seen in my life. Okay, she didn't say that last part, but I think she might have been thinking it. Not sure, but that was all true up to "you are an inspiration." And that is super cool right there. I mean, just when you think, man, should I be out playing hockey or something? Should I be out doing something else? Should I be out making some money? You get an email like that says, wow, she shares this with the dude shares it with his Bible study group. How awesome is that? Christian whistleblower doctrine being discussed in Bible study group. That's fantastic stuff right there. That's fantastic stuff. 10-year-old shown 12D shield. Bam. Yeah, he stays away from the people that have the money. He doesn't want to bring any yep, you're right, Rudy. I like that idea, Gary Baxter. He is still praising the rat bastard. Of course he is. The Bill Hicks, Alex Jones conspiracy. That might be the stupidest thing on the internet. Maybe. There's a lot of stupid go around, but that's one of the best. One of the most stupid. Singing songs and dancing are very powerful. I would love to have a little dancing thing. That would be freaking awesome. Because, yeah, dancing is very, very powerful. There's no doubt about it. How about singing a song? Can we fight off the globalists and evil cabal? But that doesn't matter, since he that shall not be named is playing both sides. True. Smoochy, smoochy. Well, Gary, I don't go that way, but if I did, you might be one of my top choices. I'm just saying. Looks like a handsome man. Maybe the whole idea behind this conflict was to clear the other side of the chessboard so the rat bastard can be hidden out in the open. Amanda B says that she dances like Elaine from Seinfeld. Interesting stuff. Dan Brown says humans are going to go past God. I am doing my morning show, but I just didn't get to do my morning show today. That's why I'm doing this show right here, right now. Dan Brown says that we're going to transcend God and create our own collective human consciousness that will replace religion. But I'm saying, is that a setup for the rat bastard actually becoming technology and faking a consciousness, which is really just his consciousness, hijacking us yet again? I don't like that idea, Dan Brown. I like your books, but I'm not so thrilled with that idea, and I don't think it'll happen. I don't think that the rat bastard is stupid enough to put himself into a place where he could be embedded in a technology that could fail. Because if there's one thing that we know for sure, technology fails. Sooner or later, all technology fails. I think he's too smart to align himself with technology, although he may be getting desperate. And you know what? Desperate times call for desperate measures, and perhaps he is about to make a fatal mistake. I think it's very interesting. I think it's very interesting. I don't know if Dan Brown is an intentional disinfo agent or if he's just connecting to ideas in the ether. But I don't think that the rat bastard would completely immerse himself in technology. Wayne, I think, disagrees. And it's possible that he could. It's possible that he could. And I hope he does, personally. Because I'd like to have him contained at least, even if he is contained within something that is ubiquitous. So, closing up with the GTA card of the day. Universal healing. Oh, that's interesting. Universal healing. Universal healing. Where's my glasses? I have to go with the old style. Universal healing. I forgot to ask Barbara why she didn't put this thing in alphabetical order. Why wouldn't you put it in alphabetical order? I just don't understand. It would be so much easier if it was in alphabetical order. Sandra D. Angelo, a matrix within a matrix. Universal healing. A healing within gives new wholeness to the self. You need only reach for a limitless well of energy. Healing brings release and new growth. I'm all about new growth. There's a connection with nature. We've been talking a lot about nature. As the healing within takes place. With healing, you draw peace to your soul. We're always talking about the peace that passes all understanding. Why is it in alphabetical order? You were created through a healing process. You heal as you evolve. Wow. Universal healing. GTA card of the day. Somebody asked me to pull a card for him. Who was that? Donna Miller, can you read me a card? Well, I suppose so. I suppose so. You know what we're going to do right now? Donna Miller, focus on these cards right now. Focus on these cards right now. All right. What we're going to do is, I've been practicing this, folks, and it's a It's called the foundation spread. It's a 37 card pattern giving insight into how personal energies operate in the body, mind, and spirit. Levels of being. Information is provided about what's going on during any 12-month period. This indicates events, conditions, and changes that are likely to be present and the types of energies that will be utilized at those times. By reflecting on the astrological houses, greater insight can be gained. So it's a 37 card reading that covers 12 months. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a contest right now. And everybody that wants to get an entry into the contest to get a reading for that, and I got my paper to write down, oh, it keeps a track for me. Anyone who wants to have an entry into getting a reading on this, which are done on a donation basis, but I would think something that's going to be an hour long is, that's a $50 donation or something, right? So anybody that wants to hit the dollar sign down there and do at least, let's be spiritual about it, do at least a $3 or at least $2 entry into, if you give at least $2, you get an entry into the drawing for the full 37 card 12-month reading. So everybody that gives at least $2 goes into a hat. I will pick one out, and you will get the full 37 card reading starting now. And there has to be at least 10 people playing in order for me to give it away for free. All right, so anyway, there you go. Donna, we're going to give you a card right now. This is for Donna, and maybe we'll do a couple more. Initiation is for Donna. Initiation. What does initiation mean? And don't everybody jump at once to get that reading now. Initiation. Why isn't it in alphabetical order? I don't understand. I keep getting $2 but can't change it. $2 ain't what I want to give. Well, maybe give a couple of $2 if that's what you want to give or something. I don't know. It should change for you. Initiation, Donna. A rebirth in spirit. A threshold has been crossed. The light within brightens. Transformation of the spirit self. The rites of passage for the soul. A conscious choice has been made. A testing period has ended. New purpose within life and reality. The light dawns and shadows are scattered. That's a good one. That is a good one. Well, I think you gotta be on a computer, and you gotta have some type of a, I think a credit card or a PayPal, or you can just go to my PayPal. Gotham LTD@gmail.com is my PayPal. So good, Don. I'm glad you liked that one. Well, so much for that idea. That wasn't such a great idea. I thought people would like that idea, but I guess it is what it is. That's all right. So that is the GTA card of the day. That's thoughts and ruminations about the rat bastard and internet. That's an interesting thought from Sandra. Christine Lester, $2. Thank you, Christine Lester. I appreciate it very much. We create reality with our thoughts. Just thinking about the nameless one keeps them alive. Yeah, but But how do we arrange a confederation against them if we don't think about them? Kind of a double-edged sword, right? You're a daisy if you do. Handy Andy Kane. Oh, you know what? We're gonna have a I guess we'll do that at, thank you very much, Andy Kane, you the man. And Handy just helped people. Handy, Handy, yeah. That guy helped everybody out because we have to get to at least a $20 threshold to give one away. And now we're at $12. Hit the like button. It's down underneath. The dollar button is down next to the emoticon thing at the very bottom of your screen. And let's do, we're going to pull a card for Christine Lester. And we'll pull one for Handy Andy Kane as well here in just a second. I'm not so sure that deactivating the Wi-Fi or net would be enough to destroy them. That's a good point, Sandra. I don't know if it's true either. And you can also just send me, you know, through PayPal. PayPal will notify me, and you'll definitely be in the drawing. All right, this is for Christine Lester. Is that your name? Marion Stout. Thank you very much, Marion. Christine M. Lester. Law of cause and effect. Marion Stout. Law of cause and effect. Thank you, Marion Stout. Thank you, Tammy Brown. Law of cause and effect. We might even do 2 of those instead of just 1. I'm not sure. Why isn't it in order, Barbara? All right, I'll stop it. Law of cause and effect. Christine, you set in what you set in motion returns to you. You control the situations you encounter by what you empower. Everything is a cause and an effect. If there's a continuum, there is a flow, and everything is linked. To grow is to cause the flow. The effect is the expansion. The cycle ever reaches for the light, the seed to the tree, to the seed once more. That's good stuff. Christine Lester. And we'll do one now for Handy Andy Kane. And then we got one for Tammy Brown coming up too. Handy Andy Kane. Andy, focus on these. Okay, good enough. All right, Handy Andy Kane says the law of cause and effect. Again? Are you serious? The law of cause and effect came up twice in a row? I've never seen that before. What are the odds? It must be good for you. What you're setting in motion is returning to you. You're controlling your situations by what you're empowering. Everything is a cause and an effect. There's a continuum. A flow, and everything is linked. Your growth is causing a flow. Its effect is the expansion of your world. The cycle ever reaches for the divine, the seed to the tree and to the seed once more. That's kind of cray-cray that we pulled the same one twice in a row. That's pretty awesome. And wasn't there one more? Tammy Brown. Tammy Brown. All righty then. There's still time for a couple more. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Sent to through PayPal. All right, thank you, Teresa. So we'll get Teresa after this one. This one is for, I forget who this is for. Tammy Brown. All right, Tammy. You ready? You ready? You ready? Here you go, Tammy. Bam. Giver of light. Wow, I like that one. Giver of light. Tammy Brown, giver of light. Did I mention that these aren't in alphabetical order? So let me just look through every page and find giver of light. Giver of light. Giver of light. Where in the love of little baby frilly diaper you know who is the giver of light? Did I mention that these are not in alphabetical order? Giver of light. It's like trying to read the New Testament. Barbara knows I love her, just giving her a little good-natured ribbing. A constant flow of energy, which draws from countless realms the seeds of wisdom required for evolution and enlightenment. There is no wisdom without an ongoing healing of spirit, the light that illuminates our connection with the infinite, the light bearer dispelling the shadows. Wisdom and understanding put you in touch with yourself, the star of light waiting to shine in your life. That's a good one too. And who was that last person that said they sent to through PayPal? Teresa Burke. Teresa Burke. Teresa Burke. I hope I don't pull that same card again. That would be too crazy. Pulling the same card 2 in a row, that's tough. All right, Teresa Burke. Here's what you got. Guardian angel. Okay, don't worry about what you think that is. It's not Doreen, lack of virtue. Guardian angel. So what does the guardian angel card mean? This is for Jen, right? Guardian angel card. Who knows where we're going to find this one? Guardian angel card. Guardian angel card. Golden rule. And plus it's Jen, so you know it's going to be difficult because Jen's involved. Ay, 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 Barbara, you're killing me. No, you're not. I take that back. I bind the power of those words. Sower of seeds. What is the guardian angel card? Foundation, sower of seeds, free spirit, inner vision, laughter, initiation, law of life, law of transmutation, golden rule, universal love, universal harmony, cancer, all this. Guardian angel, for the love of little frilly diaper baby. Guardian angel, there's 2 guardian angel cards in the deck. They have the following meanings. Added guidance is coming. This is Teresa's card we're doing right now. Okay, yeah, this is Teresa. Thank you. Teresa must be a troublemaker too. Added guidance comes from the higher self. Be still and listen. You can draw from greater resources. Assistance comes from within. The wisdom from the past returns to open you to greater perspectives. An element of protection is around you, so there is no need to fear. Wow. Ask for direction, and the guidepost will be given. Your energies are renewed, and strength is restored from your higher will. Now I got to do. I guess it. Okay, I think we're caught up. I think we're caught up. All righty, folks. That was pretty good stuff. That was pretty interesting stuff. I like that. And that is the deck of cosmic initiation. There you go. Very good stuff. Very interesting stuff. And we still have those ruminations about what's the rat bastard up to? Will he merge with technology? Is Dan Brown bringing us info, or is Dan Brown bringing us disinfo? What in the world is going on? Well, sometimes to get the right answers, you got to ask the right questions. And at least we are doing that. We're asking the right questions. I'm Jeffrey Darty, your friendly neighborhood Christian whistleblower, saluting all of you that are here searching for truth. Amanda B., thank you very much. Right at the bell. We got to at least pull a card for her. I'll never get out of here. At least do a card for, yeah, okay. Amanda, are you a moderator on Heidi's channel? Is she the Amanda she was talking about? Amanda B. Palm tree, peace sign, and a big smile. Amanda, are you a mod on Heidi's channel? And I guess we'll do Jen too. Gee, money Christmas. Amanda B. Free spirit. Why do I think that is already very accurate? Okay, everybody's got Gen 6. I get it. I'll do it. Free spirit. Free spirit. Creativity blooms within. New levels of expression are sought for greater richness of reality. To hold within is to deny the light you carry. To share opens to the abundance of the universe and the gifts you have carried through time. Spoken expression finds receptive outlets. Creation is rich within, and new channels of expression are sought. The physical expression of work done internally, the manifestation of the evolution of the spirit, self-worth expands and intensifies self-expression. Jen Fisher. That's interesting stuff. That is interesting stuff. I've seen Rex do 2 live shows in the time that we've been on. I told you he's the hardest working man on YouTube, and I'm the second hardest working man on YouTube. Jen Fisher. Taurus. Taurus. I'm putting him away. Taurus. What does the deck of Cosmic Initiation say about Taurus? Dan Brown's an author, not a theologian. Trying to write some books and make some money. Taurus. Energy of growth, nurturing, and support. Integration. Energy with direction. Allowing the structure to take its own shape. The unfolding of energy is expanding. A new structure is being established. You have the energy of growth, nurturing, and support. You're experiencing integration. You have energy with direction. Allow the structure to take its own shape. The unfolding of this energy is expanding, and a new structure is being established. How's that strike you, Jen? I think that's pretty good for you. I just got this new in the mail. This is pretty cool. I think we'll talk about this soonish. This is numerology. That should be really interesting. So there you go. Interesting stuff. Jen says perfect. Appreciate all the support. Appreciate all the people doing all the do that you do. I really do appreciate it. And where's my list? There's my list. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So one of you 5 will win the 37 card. The 37 card dealio. And I will let you know by email. If I don't have your email, send it to me, por favor. ChristianWhistleBlower@gmail.com. So if I don't have your email, send it to me. And I will notify you if you are the winner chicken dinner or winner tofu dinner, depending upon your choice of diet. The next scheduled show's at 6. There may be one that pops up between now and then, depending upon how the Wi-Fi moves me. I'm joking. So there you go. I like Teresa. She's very assumptive, very positive. You already got mine. All right, folks. Glad to hang out with you. Saluting you for seeking truth. No original sin. Spark of divinity within. Remember that. That's why Christ said, love everyone and your neighbor as yourself. And that's why he said, that's how you know you're on Team Christ, is because you have love one for another. Just, you got to figure out, has the world gone crazy or have you? That's what I'm here to help you do. And the best way to find that out is to unindoctrinate yourself. And that, of course, takes guts. So stay fearless, my friends.